But that being said, going back to the way financial vision, Aric, and some of the things you guys look for when you do come to a space and you look around and you see, okay, what's here and what's the reason for its existence, whether that's on Near, Cardano, or Phantom, it doesn't matter. What are some of the criteria, or what are some of the indicators that you look at when you're evaluating a team or a product?
Yeah. So this is definitely a really interesting one too. I think a lot about like VC investing is always kind of focusing on the ability for a certain protocol to build like network effects. You have this in traditional Web2 investing, and you have this kind of moving into Web3 as well. And I think that network effect is especially salient even in Web3, just because of the distributed nature of all the protocols that are built in this space. Like these networks only survive with active participation from users. So I remember when I first really came into just kind of meeting the Phantom Foundation team. I think just even from that initial call, I kind of realized I kind of sense like a bit of like enthusiasm and excitement that I don't usually get from like other like L1 foundations. I remember like I think Sam was on the call, and some other guys on the team, and you guys were laughing about something when I came on the call, and I was like, oh, what are you guys laughing about? And you guys were like, oh, this this protocol we were just looking at, like it grew so much like overnight. Like that's like awesome to see, right? It's just like that enthusiasm that you guys have and the active participation that you have from the foundation itself, looking at these different ecosystem partners is something that struck me. And as I kind of like went deeper down the rabbit hole, playing around with like various types of like DeFi protocols on Phantom, pouring through the discords, I see that users are actually very actively participating, very like just actively kind of invested in like the success of like the protocols that they're using. I found myself also just spending tons of time just like playing around with like different things that are being built in the ecosystem. And as an investor, I spoke with a lot of founders kind of in this space as well, and a lot of the founders also kind of spoke about just kind of the support that they get at the foundation level. I think once they reach a certain TVL, perhaps like they may be eligible for certain grants, or even if two protocols happen to be competitors, they actually do come together independently to actually like work on certain initiatives. So these are all certain, like green flags that like I saw as I was kind of exploring the ecosystem. And, these are also just kind of like overall enthusiasm, and kind of like the network effects is what I really look for when I'm evaluating like a new ecosystem.